that one.
All right. Hey, David.
I'm still here.
Yeah. This is an interesting slide. You look at those dates, 1998 to 2014, and you can take that in, but it's really not the whole story. Not even close. David really has been with us since 1974. And this is David's second retirement. But David actually started being an adjunct for this university in 1974. Not only for engineering, but also for the College of Business. So he has been an Eagle a very, very, very long time. He retired from the electric power industry, Big Riggers, in 1998 and joined USI full-time because after being an adjunct for 24 years, he was almost family already. It was an easy transition for Dave. And really teaching is his passion. It is his passion. So 1998, that really isn't the beginning. And I would say that the 2014 is not the end, although he's officially retired. He's got his cords, he's an emeritus, and we fully expect that Dave will be joining us as an adjunct here.
Speaking those things.
Twist his arm, put him on the spot. But we expect David to be with us for a while, helping out with adjunct work and continuing to educate the young engineers that help make this nation run. I think if you went really to any power plant in this region, and you mentioned David Schultz, they're going to know who you're talking about. From being involved with the industry for so long, but also, if you look, from 1974 till now, really, all of the students that have gone to that industry from USI and from the University of Evansville, because David was an adjunct for the University of Evansville across town for 24 years as well. But really, a generation of power engineers benefited from Dave's education. So power isn't something you think about very often. Power and IT, right? You don't think about it until you don't have it. But when you flip that switch and the lights come on, one of Dave's students helped to make that possible. So keep that in mind. But David has had a phenomenal impact on the engineering program here at USI. He helped get us through our initial accreditation from ABET. He led our Master of Science in Industrial Management program, came up with some innovative things, took it off campus, and even offered it at a couple of different locations off campus to industry cohorts. So David, we thank you for all of that. I think what we're going to miss most about David is his infectious, positive attitude. David, if I had to pick which of the 7 dwarfs David would be, I could tell you which one he definitely isn't, and that's grumpy. David always has something positive to say to everybody. I have never run across anybody with such a positive attitude, David. And, I think it comes from, your religion, deep respect to God, your family, you're a patriot, and we're going to miss you. And we want you back as soon as possible in the classroom. The students miss him too. And hopefully David will give us some of his phrases of wisdom. But last semester, the students actually made a T-shirt of all of David's catchphrases because he always has a quick catchphrase for everybody and almost every situation that will brighten your day. But with that, David, I'll turn the mic over to you.
Well, the secret's out. He knows me better than I know me. My passion is teaching. But hopefully students. And by that I mean this. USI has been a wonderful, marvelous place for me. It has afforded me the opportunity to do things with students, with industry, with business, with research, that I could never find any other place in the world to live. And you say, well, what holds you back at USI? You want another secret? You hold yourself back. I have found in this university you can do anything you feel big enough to do. If you share your ideas with wise stewards like Dr. Mitchell, Dr. Bennett, trustees, faculty, other colleges in our community, because a lot of these outreach activities have taken more than one college and one department's resources. To put a plan together where you're bridging engineering and science and technology with business and business practices, you have to be able to handle the whole gamut in your hands. You have to be able to provide the linkages. You have to be able to show them how, as I used to say, if you work for a company that the president was an engineer, now pardon me, this is not my interpretation. I have heard this quoted by many presidents of companies. If the president of the company is an engineer, he thinks accountants are a dime a dozen. And if the president of a particular company is an accountant, he thinks engineers are a dime a dozen. But I got news for both of them. Neither one can turn a generator. Neither one of them can sell electricity, you or me. Neither one of them can put power lines back in the air after ice storms, windstorms, and tornadoes. It takes everybody with the best skills you have to do your best for the world around you and for your friends and neighbors. So what's USI been to me? A launching pad. A pad where I can apply the skills of business, management, and engineering, and science, technology, and yeah, about 40 years of electric utility experience too, into a wonderful career. Don't tell Zane, but I don't plan to be going long. I won't tell him if you won't. But my hat's off to Dr. Bennett and the trustees and all the colleges that form USI and the wonderful working relationships I've had over the years working with them. And to graduates, that I guess one of the greatest stamps of approval is when on a Sunday you hand a diploma out to one of your undergraduates who have just completed his 4, 5, or 6 year training for his degree, his or her degree, and then to walk in there a week later starting a summer session in a graduate program and see 4 or 5 of them sitting in front of you. You know you made a difference. And that's what our program has been able to do. And I thank my department, my colleagues, Dr. Mitchell, Ms. Donna Moore. And I tell you, Zane, don't let this out either. We couldn't function without Ms. Donna Moore. She's the glue that makes it work. And without her, we'd all be running in circles. And most of the time, they wouldn't be overlapping. It gives me kind of insight on how valuable some people can really be. Because I think my cohorts in the Department of Engineering. And I would be amiss if I didn't thank my family. One of my daughters is here today, Sarah Killebrew, with her 2 sons, 2 of my 8 grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah, and my wife, Gail. And I give the credit to everything that I've been able to accomplish to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Number 1, I'm not second, guys. I'm third. My wife is second. My wife is second. And then I tell everybody, I said, well, gee, how do your kids do all these things? How's all these things happen? I said, to God be the glory, then my wife, and if there's anything else, I'll take the grub. It's truly been a ride, and I hope to continue it in some form and fashion. And I thank everybody I've had the opportunity to know and work with here at the university for a wonderful experience. The only thing that happened to me too fast was retirement. What? The only thing that happened to me too fast was retirement. And I'll let you figure out how fast it's going to surprise you. Thank you.